All right, Thursday's bell ringer. Did Napoleon lose at the Battle of Waterloo? Well, we know, first of all, take a minute, pause if you need to try this on your own first. All right, did Napoleon lose at the Battle of Waterloo? Did gets capitalized because it's the beginning of a sentence. Napoleon gets capitalized because it is someone's name. And then we have the Battle of Waterloo. We know battle is important and Waterloo is important because this is part of a title. But we have to decide, is the battle called the Battle of Waterloo or just Battle of Waterloo? I don't think I've ever heard it just called Battle of Waterloo. It's always been the Battle of Waterloo. So I actually need all three words capitalized. Number 2, the correct road to take, I think, is Route 42. All right, what I should notice here is that there is no question word to give me a clue, and there's no real emphasis. So the very first thing I need is simply a period. Then I have to decide. The correct road to take, I think, is Route 42. I believe that the words I think are not necessary. The correct road to take is Route 42 would sound just fine. So I can take out I think. I can also move it around. I think the correct road to take is Route 42, or the correct road to take is Route 42, I think. If I can move this around or take it out, it is extra interrupted information. Remember, we call that an appositive phrase. And we know from last week that appositive phrases need commas before them and after. Parts of speech. Jake and Bo wrote, I have two people doing something. So I know that not only are Jake and Bo people, which make them nouns, but they're who my sentence is about. So they're also subjects. Now that I have two subject nouns, I can decide, well, what did Jake and Bo do? They wrote. Anything we do is a verb. Now, if it said they wrote something or they wrote in a certain way, this would be a different kind of verb. But since our action stops here, we need our stop sign. We have IV. And we learned on Tuesday that and is one of our fanboys. Fanboys are conjunctions. We diagram this the exact same way we did the sentence on Tuesday. We have two subject nouns. Anytime we have two of something, we draw two parallel lines. Our first subject noun goes on the top line. Our second subject noun goes on the bottom line. They are connected in the sentence with the conjunction, but in the diagram, we connect them by chaining them together with a dotted line. Then we know we have to bring this dotted line back to our bisecting line, and inside this triangle, to show that connection, we put the conjunction. Then we have just one verb. So our predicate is wrote. Number 5, Guyana was claimed by the Dutch. It was claimed by the French. It was claimed by the British. If we look for our repetition and definition, we see was claimed by the, was claimed by the, was claimed by the, over and over and over again. If we get rid of the repetition, we also notice there's not a definition here. We don't know what Guyana is. We're assuming it's a country or a region of some kind. And these have not been defined for us, though we know that they are nationalities. So Guyana was claimed by the Dutch, comma, the French, comma, and the British. What we have done here is a list and a series, because all three of these nationalities did the same thing. And that is Thursday's bell ringing for you.